Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, the Turnbuckle Affiliation Program proudly brings to you the gaming and entertainment news of the week with your hosts and tag team partners. He's Chris Best. I'm OMD. Welcome to the Boars Nest. Chris, I can't thank you enough filling in for Bubba tonight while he is on assignment with the shoot job.
Yeah.
Great to have you here on the Boar's Nest once again. Always a pleasure to have you here. I know we tend to do a lot of shows together.
Yeah. And let's just call a spade because I'm playing NASCAR right now. You can now call me the NASCAR dirt track champion. I just won the championship for the season.
Nice. Nice. Congratulations.
It was friggin' hard, but I did it.
Right. Right. For those of you who may not be familiar with everything going on at Turnbuckle Studios and the Turnbuckle Affiliation Program, we have a number of shows. I do the Wednesday PlayStation Showcase with Mr. Best, and he is in here tonight, stepping in and taking up a critical role.
Yeah, and not to toot my own horn, but already we've got next week's game planned out. We are going to take a look at the Final Fantasy VII remake.
Nice. Nice. Do we have any news tonight?
No, but you know what? Give me 2 seconds. I could probably find something because there's always something that I'm seeing being reported, right?
Right. I do have one tiny little bit of news. For heavy metal and hard rock fans and fans of Killswitch Engage in particular, their lead guitarist Adam D, and I cannot remember how to pronounce his last name, and former vocalist Howard Jones have announced that their new band and their new album is going to be released in 2025.
Sweet. You know, when it comes to Killswitch, okay, and I'm gonna probably put a hot take on this one, but everybody always seems to rave over their cover of Holy Diver. I'm not a fan of that cover.
No?
No.
I can understand it. It took me some getting used to. But believe it or not, that was actually Howard that did the original cover of it.
Yeah.
Not Jesse.
No, I know, but you just can't touch Ronnie James Dio. I'm sorry, Dio did it best, you know.
Oh,
he came close.
He did. They've done it great justice. I've had the opportunity to see Killswitch live.
Mm-hmm.
It was actually with Howard's vocals that I got into them. And then I've gone back and listened to all of their older stuff. I haven't heard any of their newer stuff since Jesse came back.
I mean, that's not to say that I'm not a fan of Killswitch because I do like their music. This Fire Burns, CM Punk, or Randy Orton's old theme.
Right.
That's right. Randy Orton did use it for 1 week.
1 week. Yes.
I was trying to look for information on the Video Game Awards because I can't remember when those are starting.
Right. And on a bit of a personal note, as I just filled you in pre-show, I'm excited to tell everybody that on Saturday, March 1st, yours truly, OMD, will be in Toronto live at the Elimination Chamber. No, I will not be streaming live from the show, but I will be there, and I cannot wait.
Hang on just 1 second. I got some okay, I got to double check something here right quick before we continue on with anything. My Virgin TV service might be active. Finally. I just got an email from them for a service agreement, so I'm wondering if it still says pending changes. That annoys me. Well, maybe that means it's going to arrive tomorrow. But yeah, regardless, no, I'm excited for you, man, to go to the chamber. What I want you to do, though, is get some fucking pictures taken and send it to our group. Because
Well, of
maybe,
course.
no, I mean, like while you're at the show, because maybe during the live PLE patrol, we can get some, just flash up some live imagery from you
Right.
while we're doing that, you know?
Right. So anyways, tonight, ladies and gentlemen, Bubba and I actually the last few nights have had trouble partying up in this game, but we are bringing you Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge. Now, I am a little bit further in the game, but I'm going to go back and start at level 1. But I'm going to show you the turtle lair first. I haven't actually seen it.
Yeah, I don't remember what the turtle lair looks like because I play this game too on occasion.
Right. There isn't a whole lot. It doesn't look like there is a whole lot in here. So you get the dojo, you've got fitness journal, the living room, the library. So it doesn't look like there is a whole lot going on in here.
Mm.
So I'm going to start here. And there are collectibles to pick up in the game. You always see an outline. Wow, why is my feed that far behind?
Yeah, it's lagging just a smidge.
Yep. As you guys can see, I'm using or as you guys will see, I'm using Michelangelo.
Is he your usual go-to turtle?
My go-to would have been Mikey, but I've always liked Donnie. And I think Donnie for the mission where I'm at is probably better served.
Mm-hmm. Because I was gonna say, from what I remember from playing this game myself, each turtle has its own strengths, right?
Yes.
So, and that's similar to the very first Ninja Turtles game on NES. Raph sucked, Mikey sucked, my two most favorite turtles, but Donnie was your best turtle to use throughout the entire game, essentially.
Yeah.
Especially
And I
when it
like
comes to that, especially when it came to that boss fight against Rocksteady at the end of the first level.
right.
Because you use that trick where you jump up onto that box and you just you kneel down and then you drive the bow into the top of his head several times.
Right. You do get a special power-up attack.
And it looks like, and correct me if I'm wrong, but it looks like you're going through the Channel 6 building.
Yes. This is level 1. You can actually use April as a character in this game as well.
Yeah, if you give me just a second, I'm going to get out of the NASCAR game here. Oh, wait a minute. Sorry, I'm getting ready for the next season for my NASCAR, and I might have just been invited to participate in actual NASCAR, so I want to see if I can do that. I can. That makes me happy that I made it to NASCAR off one season, but
Right.
it's the truck series, which is still, but it's still NASCAR.
Right.
So I'm just accepting my team invites, and then I'm going to jump into Turtles myself, and then I can help you and showcase uh, the characters, because I looked at the list of characters that you can play as, or at least the list of characters that I know that you can play as.
Yeah, there's also, you can play as Splinter, you can play as April, and there's other characters. There's
Mm-hmm.
also some interesting bosses that I did forget about. But you do get Wingnut in this game. I haven't seen Screw Loose yet.
Yeah, I do remember Yosagi Yojimbo's in the game because I unlocked him at one point.
I'm not sure. I don't remember them.
Yosagi Yojimbo was is one person. He's a mutant rabbit who gets according to turtle lore, he lives in a whole other dimension where mutants are actually the dominant species and humans are subservient to them.
Okay.
And he ends up traveling to accidentally traveling to the turtles universe, and that's how he meets up with them. He actually ends up getting stuck there, like there's no way for him to get back, kind of thing. Ooh, Rocksteady.
I thought
Or
this
no,
was Bebop.
Yeah. Sorry, I was thinking of Sheamus and John Cena, who both played Rocksteady.
Right?
You got to save Vern, I take it.
Yep.
I honestly, in the cartoon series, I hated Vern.
Right?
Always dissed the turtles, and the turtles would still help him out. Okay, so there's obviously the four turtles: Leo, Mikey, Raph, and Donnie.
Yes. You can
There's
also use Splinter, April.
April, Splinter, uh, Usagi, as I mentioned. Karai, who is Shredder's daughter, is in this game.
Oh, wow.
You didn't know Shredder had a daughter, right?
I did. I didn't remember it, and I didn't remember her name.
Yeah. Mondo Gecko is also in this game.
Yep.
Who, by the way, I named my late lizard after. Mona Lisa is in this game. She's a salamander who joined the turtles in the later seasons of the cartoon series. There's also
And there are, as you can see, various colored foot soldiers with different ranks, different weapons.
yeah, just like in the original video games, essentially.
There's the yellow. There's some that are clad in black and white after. There's the blue. There's red. My personal favorites have to be the ones with the plunger guns.
That, of course, is a reference to the very first episode when the turtles actually have to fight a bunch of foot soldiers that have plunger looking guns. Oh yeah, you can also play as Casey Jones in the game too at some point.
Wow.
Basically, with this game, from what I can recall, is every turtle character that you can think of is in the game, essentially, including villains.
Right.
I'm gonna launch into the game myself and see if I can remember where I was, where I left off at. It's been a few months since I played it, so.
And I'm coming up on Rocksteady here now.
All right, continue. Select your hero. Oh,
Oh, no, not quite. I don't remember what these robots are called. I remember these, I believe, were from Baxter Stockman as well.
nope. They were also in the first episode. They found when the turtles first go to the Technodrome, or when Splinter first gets to the Technodrome, because he gets there before the turtles do. Those robots show up and they capture Splinter. And then later on in that episode, the turtles encounter them, and Raphael stabs them in the top of the head with his sais and kicks them down some big hole. They only appear in that episode, but for whatever reason, they seem to be in every single Turtles game. So they must be that memorable, right?
Yep.
Okay, so where I'm at is I have a choice. I can go to Burns's office. I can do a fight in New York. Go to Irma's apartment, or fight on Broadway. I'm gonna go to Burns's apartment or Burns's office. Okay,
And
so I
now I
gotta
get.
do.
Okay, I'm not sure where Burns's office is. I know the level I'm officially at in the game is level 12, called It Doesn't Fly.
Yeah, Burns's office apparently appears after fighting at Channel 6. Oh.
This mission is not a fun mission here, episode 3.
Oh, I'm doing that mission right now. It's my first time doing it, and I'm not really caring for it. There's those flying robots that Baxter Stockman made. This level actually kind of makes me think of the sewer surfing level from Turtles in Time. I'm playing as Raphael though. I just got flattened. Yeah, this level is kind of a lot like I'm gonna go real old school with this thought here, but that one level in Battletoads where you're on the hovering Sea-Doo looking thing.
I don't remember the game. Like, I remember the game. I don't remember ever playing it.
Good thing, because that level sucks donkey dick.
Ah,
It's considered one of the hardest levels ever. Could really use a pizza right about now.
right?
And I'm not talking about the pizza I actually have right in front of me.
I know.
Pizza! No, no, I missed it. Damn it. How many lives do I have, anyways?
Oh,
Oh, I have 3. I had 3 lives until I just died. In my video game collection, I also have the Ninja Turtles Cowabunga collection as well,
nice.
which has every Super Nintendo, every Sega Genesis, every Game Boy, and every arcade Ninja Turtle game.
Wow.
I just fell down a hole. These little bug things, or these little bug robot things, are annoying.
Yes, yes, they are.
These flying foot soldier guys, though, they're easy to beat.
And yes, as you can see, my controller batteries are low. I'll get through the level and change them out.
Mine are probably low too, actually.
Yeah,
But
but you have the luxury of plugging your controller in, right?
yeah, I actually have a docking system that I set my PS4 controller on, and it gives a full charge within like 1 hour.
Nice.
So I gotta fight Bebop and Rocksteady driving a monster truck essentially right now.
Yeah, it's not a fun fight.
Like, yeah, because they're being a bit relentless.
Well, yeah, when you get close to it,
I know, and because I'm using Raph doesn't have ranged attacks, so I'm a little bit screwed. So what I'm doing is I'm trying to jump in close and then move away as soon as I get a hit in.
yep.
Or get in as close as I can, get a couple hits before Rocksteady or Bebop, whomever, pops out.
The problem is that if you hit the tires, of course, you get.
Game over, like I just did. Which means I've got to start the entire level over.
No, you shouldn't.
Oh, well, according to this, I am. I lost all my life, so I had to restart the entire thing.
Ah,
German suplex for you. The thing is, with this level is I got to learn where the hazards are.
right.
Because sometimes I keep hitting them. Because sometimes they'll pop up when you're fighting other foot soldiers.
Right. And I get to keep going. Sweet. It was actually funny the first night when Bubba and I played this, which was the only night we were able to actually party up.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I was using Donnie to start, and I
Yeah,
died, and then it automatically switched me to Mikey.
that's weird.
Got it. It only took me 3 lives to do it, but I did it.
Haha.
Oh yes, this is a fun level. I'm not a big fan of these two bosses. Like there's one that's called Ground Chuck, and I can't remember the other one.
No, I know who Ground Chuck is. But we got Bubba coming in saying good evening, gentlemen, and he's saying thank you to me for stepping in.
Good
Uh,
evening, Bubba. How we doing, brother? Hope your shift at work is going okay.
oh, I caught one of the pizzas. That makes me happy now. Ah, oh, I leveled up apparently. I didn't know you could level up your characters.
Yeah, it's sort of one of those things that it tells you like one extra hit point, and I'm like,
See, that's one thing I think would be cool. I think it'd be kind of cool for me at least if they made a Ninja Turtles RPG.
you know what? I could probably get behind that.
Hmm.
Um, and I'm wondering if that's what the Last Ronin is going to be when it comes out.
I kind of imagine the Last Ronin as being more like a Dragon Ishin there.
Yeah, I can see it.
Mm-hmm. Because they've been pretty quiet on what they're doing with that game. No, I missed that pizza. I wanted it. Okay, now I'm at the boss. Let's try this again.
And there are collectibles in the game too, so don't forget to smash everything.
Yeah, it's a little hard when you're on the skateboard to do that though.
Right?
Oh, I accidentally taunted. Oh, I actually had a good combo going on before Rocksteady screwed that up, and I got him. That
Nice.
makes no. I had a really good combo, and then Rocksteady threw a bomb at me.
At this point where you can see I am fighting in front of the monkey cages, the monkeys will throw bananas at you.
Huh. I'm about to go to the zoo right now. And I'm not talking about the city we live in because we call
I
it the
know.
zoo sometimes.
Sometimes, no, that's just where we live, man.
Yeah. Uh,
Yeah, there's it's ground chuck and yeah, dirtbag.
oh, yeah. Yeah, I remember those characters. They were again what like one or two episode characters. They weren't they that appeared in like later seasons, I think. Speaking of which, on YouTube, if you go to the Ninja Turtles YouTube page,
Right?
they have a bunch of classic episodes there to watch.
Nice.
I like how when you start a new level, it resets your lives for you. So if you've left a last level with one life, it gives you back the other two lives. So it gives you a fair
Yeah.
shake at trying to continue the game, you know?
Yep. All right. So I have just completed level 3. With
I,
this one was it's a little too short level for me.
oh, I forgot I had a special attack. I meant to use that for the boss. I accidentally used it on one foot soldier. And I just found one of the mutant frogs.
Nice. We like to call those battle toads.
Haha. I actually forgot how good this game is.
Right? And there's the mousers.
Oh, screw those guys. Especially in Turtles in Time, man. They're a pain in the dick. And I'm getting trampled by a bunch of rhinos and warthogs. So basically, the story of this game is that Shredder's wreaking havoc all over the city of New York, and it's up to the Turtles and friends to stop him, essentially.
Yep. And as you will see throughout this game, there's parts of Krang's body that
Whoa, 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 whoa.
are getting transferred to different areas.
Do you have to find parts of Krang's body at some point?
No, if you as you're watching, you'll see like in level 3 they have his head.
Could really, there we go. Yeah, I needed that pizza for sure.
See, it's the giant mousers that get to be a bigger pain than anything.
No, I remember in Turtles in Time when you're going through the Technodrome, there's a part where all these mousers pop up, and you have to fight them. And hey, I found Krang's head. Ground Chuck and Dirtbag. Okay. Oh, I think I have a special attack. No, I fell down a hole.
And I've got the Rat King.
Dirtbag is actually pretty easy to beat, so I've been fighting him mostly and just ignoring Ground Chuck for the time being.
Yeah, Dirtbag you can get through, yes, very, very quickly.
Yeah, and he's defeated, so now it's just me and Ground Chuck fighting.
Yep.
Hit him with my special attack, and he's now launching missiles at me.
Yep.
Those missiles are pretty unavoidable by the looks of it. Oh, unless you get behind him like I just did. He starts ramming around, so I kick him in the head, and that's the end of the fight. Holy hell. Rat King just sent all them rats after you?
Yep.
You know what the funny thing is about Rat King in his character? He's really neither villain nor is he hero, because there's been episodes where he's helped the turtles against Shredder and
Right.
episodes where he's fought the turtles for
Right.
Shredder.
So he's the anti-hero.
Yeah. Like in the last episode, the most recent episode I watched, the turtles were looking for April, and Leonardo was like, there's only one person I would know who knows where April could be. And they went to the Rat King's lair to ask him for help.
Oh,
and
okay.
and Rat King suddenly helped him out, and then got into a fight with Baxter Stockman later on.
Okay, I'm getting a special request.
I'm about to go and do
And I got the special quest already done. How ironic is that?
from the Punk Frogs,
Yep.
or the Frog Punks, or whatever. I can't remember what they're called. I just remember one of them is actually named Napoleon.
And one was Genghis.
Yeah. I can't remember the other two, though.
Right. And now I am going through them all, where I will, at the end of it, face Tempestra.
That's a villain I don't remember. She might be a villain from that might be a villain from maybe the comics.
She's like the goddess of games or something.
You would think that this train would be smashing the foot soldiers who are landing on the train tracks.
Right?
That wasn't a very smart move. Oh, Mousers. No, get off me.
And up the escalator I go to the second floor of the mall.
I sometimes wish our mall had 2 floors.
Honestly, the fact is that we've got two malls that are both half empty. I think they should just combine the two and do something with the other one.
Well, since that downtown mall is under new ownership, there's been a lot of changes that have been made or that are being made to the mall, and it's for the good, really.
It is, but it's a matter of when we see those changes.
Well, we've already started to see the change at Station Mall. Sephora has already opened up where Sears used to be. Hey, I found Genghis. I thought these giant mousers were bosses at first. No, let me go. Don't eat me. You're supposed to be going after rats and mice, not turtles.
Now I need a pizza. I need pizza.
Ah. Ugh.
Oh, and look at that. Ask and ye shall receive.
I actually need a pizza too now.
Now I'm into the arcade and I'm destroying all the classic games. No.
There's a pizza.
Tempestra, the dame of games.
Yeah, I definitely don't remember her. There we go. That got rid of everyone on the screen. There was too many mouses on the screen. I had to use one of my specials. Rat King's a little too easy. I say that and then he starts beating me up.
Well, Tempestra unleashes in hologram form as you can see, two hologram
Oh, hologram images of Toka and Razar.
yes. I could remember Razar, I couldn't remember Toka's name.
Yeah.
I did want to say Akam, but
By the way, not sure if you knew this because as I'm fighting Rat King here, the vehicle he keeps jumping on is actually the vehicle he drives when you fight him in Turtles in Time.
okay. I don't remember really ever playing Turtles in Time, so I probably did way back when.
And that's Turtles in Time on the Super Nintendo because in the arcade version, Rat King does not appear at all.
I never had a Super Nintendo, so she's gone. She go bye-bye. And see, now there's Krang's chest.
Yeah, I just left off with Bebop and Rocksteady taking off with Krang's head.
And I'm back to chasing Bebop and Rocksteady.
Yeah, because that's the thing about most of the cartoons we actually grew up with is that our heroes never really defeated the villains per se.
Right.
They always just thwarted whatever plans those villains had up their sleeve, right?
Yeah.
Like we never saw like Cobra Commander getting killed, you know?
Right.
I had to exit out of the game because my controller's dying. I have to charge it. So I'm just gonna check you out, check out what you're doing here, so I know what to do when I get to this level, because you will be 2 levels ahead of me once you finish this one. Well, you'll be multiple levels ahead of me. Oh, and that's right too. I forgot. MLW's got a show tonight that I might want to check out.
Really?
Yep. Free on
Oh,
YouTube to watch.
nice. Well, I know after this, I'm gonna go. I'm actually getting pretty hungry, so I'm gonna go and eat like right away tonight, as opposed to
Hanging out with me
waiting.
and hanging out with us afterwards, like
As
we usually
opposed to
do.
waiting, yeah. I don't mind eating late. It's just a matter of, I don't want to be on here till midnight and then having to cook.
Yeah, that was the vibe I had last night. I didn't end up making that craft dinner dish. I put my bacon in the fridge so I can cook it tonight, or maybe tomorrow. Tomorrow would be the absolute latest I'd have to cook it.
Right.
Oh, I
Yeah.
I remember what I wanted to look for now. Didn't want to go on YouTube for anything. I wanted to go to Sony Pictures Core to look at something. This is another plus that I wanted that I forgot to mention. When you have the PlayStation Plus,
Right.
you get 100 free movies every month as well.
Oh, wow.
So I wanted to see what the movie selection is right now.
Right.
And it's of course it's movies from Sony's movie studios.
Right.
Well, it looks like I have to agree to things. So they must have changed something around.
Ah,
Oh, interesting.
what's that?
Oh, just so my sister and I today we were talking about classic books, and because she's an avid reader, as am I.
Right.
And she was like, "Give me a classic book that I haven't read yet," and I'm like, "Dracula." It's a good book. It's a good classic book. So I'm
Right.
going right now. I'm going through my movies. What do I see? Bram Stoker's Dracula with Gary Oldman and Keanu Reeves from '92, which
Nice.
is, to me, that's the best adaptation from the book. Is that movie itself?
Right.
Ooh, Ghostbusters and Ghostbusters 2 is now I got for free now. Resident Evil Vendetta. That's one of the CGI Resident Evils.
Yes, and it's fantastic. If I remember correctly, that's the one that came out with Resident Evil 6.
I might have to add that to my collection to watch, or to my to watch list.
I will be honest with you, is that those movies were better than the, I'll say, Resident Evil: The Final Chapter. And I didn't mind Mila Jovovich's movies, but that one was pretty bad, just even the ending of it.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Well, what I found with the CG Resident Evil movies is that, well, for one thing, they actually have the characters from the video games in the movies, and the live action ones do too. But
right.
I felt that the CG ones actually tied tied the video games a lot better with them. You
Right.
know what I mean?
Absolutely. I mean, honestly, if you're looking for the best movie to tie into the video games, it's the newest one.
The
The
one
one
that
that
was
was
shot in
filmed.
Sudbury.
And yes,
Yeah, I've been looking all over to watch that one because a few of my buddies worked on that film, so I want to watch it to support them. You know.
I've watched it twice and I absolutely love it. And I mean, especially with Neil McDonough playing the villain.
Nice.
I mean, you never go wrong with Neil McDonough in a villainous role.
Who is that? Ooh. Oh, the original Evil Dead is free for me to watch right now.
Oh, nice. I have, believe it or not, I have Evil Dead 2 and Army of Darkness on VHS, but I cannot find my Evil Dead.
I haven't watched. Let's see, my buddy Dan and another guy named Dan I know,
Right, of course.
who I went to high school with him, and we were just talking horror movies one day, and he's like, "Dude, you want a good horror movie? Meet me out back then tomorrow morning." I'm like, "Okay," and like he kept it as a mystery because that's just the way he was, and so like I'm waiting out back for him the next morning, and I'm like, "Okay, what have you got to tell? Why'd you call me back here?" He's like, "Here," and he hands me a VHS copy of The Evil Dead. He's like, "Take this home and watch it."
Nice.
Sure enough, I took it home. I watched it, and I made sure to watch it in the dark with a big bowl of popcorn. And I'm like, yes.
Yep. If you have access to it, not so much a horror movie, but definitely a graphic animated movie with the horror elements based around the tale of it, but watch Dante's Inferno.
I'm pretty sure I can get some form of access to that movie.
But with it being said, we are approaching that 1 hour mark. So I'm going to give a shout out to our sponsors on behalf of Bubba Duke, to True North Custom and their owner, Nathan Reed. As you can see, he's got his phone number. You can email him. He's got all kinds of custom parts for all your vehicle needs. And use the promo code TNC. Tell them the guys at the Boars Nest sent you, and we will take it from there. And once you go get those parts ordered, take it in the back and go see Professional Auto and the owner, Corey, there. He'll install all the parts that you order from True North Custom. And who knows, maybe if you tell him that we sent you, he'll work out some sort of a deal for you. Though he cannot be here tonight, I will give you Bubba Duke's emails, and that is on the YouTube at Bubba OMD and on Twitch at the Boar's Nest with Bubba Duke. For yourself, Mr. Best, where can the people find you?
You can find me at my link tree, which is lanktr.ee/Chris_best83.
And for me,
Visually, though, you'll find myself alongside OMD doing the SmackDown Security Detail tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern, right all across the Turnbuckle Studios platforms.
Yes. And for me, ladies and gentlemen, you can find me at my link tree. That is linktr.ee/OMD show. Mr. Best, if you wouldn't mind running the calendar with where they can find everything going on here at Turnbuckle Studios and the Turnbuckle Affiliation Program.
Yes, take a look at what we've got rolling here, guys.
Turnbuckle Studios and the Turnbuckle Affiliation Program bring you the week of streams. All times are in Eastern Time. Monday nights you get the Locker Room Breakdown at 7 p.m., followed by the Raw Patrol at 8 p.m. Tuesday brings you the flagship show, Turnbuckle Talk, at 8:05 p.m. Wednesday we play games with the PlayStation Showcase at 8 p.m. Thursday we get a variety stream with the Boars Nest at 8 p.m. Friday we game again with Unleashed, the Jessica Wilde story at 7 p.m. Following the game, join us for the SmackDown Security Detail at 8 p.m. The weekend brings you Saturday Night Gaming at 8 p.m. On Sunday be sure to catch the Chris Parrish podcast at 12:15 p.m. Be part of the shows and join the chat every day.
With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us here on the Boar's Nest. In the immortal words of Carl Carafel, the world is a scary place. Take care of each other. From all of us here at the Boar's Nest and the Turnbuckle Affiliation Program, to those of you out there, wherever you are, good night, good luck, we out.